So today during the IGN Fan Fest, we learned a lot more on the day before. Not only did they show us a little more trailer, but they also released the article with IGN. And we'll cover that all right now. But let's take a look.
Hi everyone, my name is Diana and I am CBO at Mytona. We are publishers of The Day Before, a brand new MMO survival game developed by extremely talented guys from Fantastic.
Hey, I am Ed Gotovtsev, here from the coldest city in the world.
Hi, I am Arsen Gotovtsev. We are founders of Fantastic, developers of The Day Before.
The Day Before is our greatest game we've ever made at Fantastic and the real breakthrough for MMO survival genre.
We're so grateful for your interest in The Day Before. Hope you will like our new video.
Oh, here we go. Oh, he's rolling up a sleeping bag? Oh, does that guy have a ghillie suit on? That's what it looks like. Oh, there's another guy right there too. It's like this was their campsite. Looked like someone died right there though. Oh, this is getting kind of crazy. Oh man, the streets. Well, what city is this? That's what I want to know. It's got to be one of the major cities. Doesn't look like New York City, maybe Chicago? Oh. Is that gunshots? Uh-oh. I noticed there's no HUD either. So it's all by sound. Which I kind of like in a survival game. Gives you that realistic feel. Holy. I'm a little worried about those crosshairs though. Yo, this is pretty intense. I like the crouching. Yo, that was smart. He used that barrier as his cover. Oh. What? Oh, what?
Hey, motherfucker!
Yo, no. Holy, that's crazy. Wait, what's this? Dude, that looks spooky. So I want to break down this trailer a little bit, and then we're going to get into the actual interview that IGN had with the developers of Fantastic. And when we first look at this screen right here, this is going to supposed to be our game screen. You notice we have no HUD up top. So that means the sound of the game is really going to dictate where we go and what we're listening for when we're trying to fight enemies, when we're trying to go towards. You won't see like a little red marking dot, which you would usually see up top. At the bottom left is where we can see, it looks like temperature, energy, and food. And then you have your health bar. And then when he does pick up a gun, you can see how much ammo he has on the bottom right-hand side. So 30 rounds in his magazine, and then he has 90 total rounds. So at least we know that is there. I do like the fact that you can crouch in this game, and the movement seems pretty realistic as they're going for that realistic survival. So I really like that. The one thing that did throw me off a little bit, I want to say, are the crosshairs. I noticed that in the first trailer where the crosshairs were a little bit more, but I noticed that there is a dot. If you look closely, there's a dot right there. So I wonder if that dot's always there. And then when you zoom in, you get that big circle. So that's the one thing that I noticed, that there's no crosshairs like you usually see. I wonder if you can change that though, or is that something they want to go with the survival game? So that's one thing that throws me off a little bit, but I bet it's just something to get used to. And then as you spray, you see it gets wider. Now, what I do want to get into is I did notice at the very end of this that there was a tank that come up. So there are villains, there are people who have vehicles that I guess they do have gasoline. So vehicles seem to be something that's going to be something on here, right? So I do want to get into the interview that they had with IGN, which I thought gave us a lot of new information that we really didn't know about this game. A lot of people are hesitant to really jump on the bandwagon for this game, and I'm one that has been day one. Once I saw this trailer, I was like, hold on, this could be the game that I really want to play, and I'm really interested in this game, but I want to find out more. So let's take a look at what they said. So in this article, they actually go into detail a little bit, and they say, and while the looks of the day before so far have included plenty of tense action, there will be places of safety, namely Woodbury Survival Colony, where players can interact with other players, join groups, talk to some residents, take quests, and have fun. And the one thing that stood out to me was, okay, there's a colony, right? But take quests. So there are going to be quests in this game, which I think is actually really cool for a survival MMO. I thought that was really, really cool, and I can't wait to see how they incorporate that on here. So it's not just going to be some battle royale where you're going out just to kill everybody. You know, it's a survival game, which I like. It says, we have an idea to make various events inside the colony during the holidays so that players get closer to each other and spend time celebrating holidays together. So you're going to have holiday events, special community events. I thought that was really, really cool. And one thing I was a little worried about was, what about when you're far away from your colony? Do you have to head all the way back to rest? And they also said that you will be able to find places to camp in hostile territory, sleep, cook, and generally relax before heading back out to the brutal world. So most likely have safe houses somewhere in this world. And I thought that was actually pretty cool. So they did talk about how to make bases in this game a little bit. They give a little hint on it. It says, as for actual base building itself, the developers explain that the classic resource-based building a hut out of sticks and stones is not what inspires them. And it says, in the day before, we have a concept of base different from other MMO survival games. So I really want to see this. And they said, as a hint, we really like the concept in the cute game where there's a greedy raccoon boss. Now, I'm not too sure what game they were referring to, so if some of you guys know what game it was, let me know, because I would love to try to break this down for you, or at least find out for my own knowledge. Now, they continue the interview with, we pay great attention to the sounds of the game to make the game world appear realistic, which I noticed too, since the 2 gameplay trailers, I really noticed that that's kind of the feel that they're going for. Based on this, we have abandoned the casual HUD indicators, so you won't see that HUD at the very top, and I noticed that. That's actually really cool. And it says, we're focusing on high quality surround sound, which is important part of credibility and atmosphere of the world. Holy, this seems like, this right here has me excited, because I'm excited to see this. If this game comes out and is as good as it seems like it's gonna be, I will 100% be all on board on this, because you guys saw how much I played survival. So this really gives me those types of feel, but a little bit more realistic, and I'm down for this game. And we'll definitely have to wait to see what happens coming up in the future, but I'm gonna keep covering it, and as we get more information, I will be letting you guys know. And it didn't just end there. They talk about brutal takedowns. It says, as the combat goes on, the showdown ends in a brutal takedown, a close-range shot to the face after the player has knocked down their opponent. While the developers know finishing moves aren't necessarily new to gaming, they hope they'll add a unique twist to the survival MMO genre. Holy, there's gonna be finishing moves. I don't know what to say. So then it says the game has multiple choices after takedown, using different types of finishing moves depending on the weapon, healing, or tying up another player. And then it says, and especially creative players will be able to come up with some various other methods. But pay close attention to this one. An especially creative player will be able to come up with various other methods. They can take down, tie up another player, and then track the attention of a horde of zombies who will happily dine on that player. I cannot believe this. This sounds too good to be true. Now they go and finish off the interview and say it's no secret that most survival MMOs are built on a sandbox model. When you set goals for yourself and you wander around the desert world. And the day before, we reinvented everything from the in-game goals to the ways we approach the quality of the game mechanics. Now, I want you guys to know, so far, I'm sold on this game. If they continue to drop videos like this with information and the gameplay seems to add up, this might be the game for me. Let me know what you guys think about this. I'm really excited for it. I think this game could be a breakout 2021 MMO survival game. But I want everybody to be, don't jump on the bandwagon yet, but keep it on your radar. I'll see you guys in the next one. But until then, nothing but skills out.